All right, going live with Eldrazi and Taxes. Here's the deck list. I've never played this deck before. This is actually my friend's deck list. He's in the chat, or he was at least. Let me see if he's still in there. We're gonna have to call on him for some support. He's there. He's there. He's lurking. I'm gonna grab some water. So definitely when I play this deck, I need to put stops at my end step because you're still around. There you are. I have to put stops on my end step just because of the end steps there, because this deck can do that. So I don't think you can mulligan a hand with turn 1 Aether Vial. So, Jesus, this one has no islands. One day we'll play a deck that has islands. All right, so we're playing against Death Shadow. So I feel like I've got sort of like 3 spells. Yep, stops on their second main phase. All right, so we're just going to play Vial now. So we'll just put one there. Thought-Knot. Don't play a Delve card. All right, sweet. You think he takes Arbiter? Yep. Okay, so we do want to tick it up. Yes. Okay. So I think I want to play Shambling Vent. Or I could just play Ghost Quarter and bust up this red source here. I don't really like that as much. I kind of just want to get Shambling Vent down. And then hold this Path to Exile up. His hand was gassed. Then we got discarded spell out of the game, man. Play the Vent. We're on the right terms here. Nasty, Gurmasty. All right, you gotta make him respect it. Oh, that's pretty good. So now I vial this in, look at his cards, then I path him, and then I Ghost Quarter his red source. Wow, this deck's sweet. And then I can even play my Concealed Courtyard next turn. Oh, man. So I guess I just take a stub. And then I just, on his draw step, now we just start hitting his lands. He plays a blue, okay. You would have draw stepped it, Nilla? So next turn I actually can, because he's got a bunch of exiled cards. I think we just take this. Then we probably just slog through these stubs. So he goes, stubs this. Okay. Give him a better chance to draw a land. So I draw step the, whatever it is for sure. Okay, so that's pretty good. So let's go and attack. So now we look at, take a card from his hand. We probably just take Temur Battle Rage. Oh, you can't cast it. What do you do with these? He went top. So I assume he topped a way to cast Temur Battle Rage. So I'm going to take Temur Battle Rage. And then I will, if my opponent attacks, I'll come in and I'll Wasteland Strangler this. And then block it. Okay. So they went bottom. So they drew the card they kept on top last time. So they put another card on top. So show me a land. You should have a land. Yeah. No, we're going to leave it at 3. Oh, process the TBR. Okay. Well, can't I just attack now, Noah? I can just attack with both of my creatures. If he blocks, I Wasteland Strangler the one that he blocks, and -3 minus this, and then they trade, right? So now we can just do it on offense. I guess I should have played my land in order to animate Shambling Vent. That was dumb. I'm not used to having so much more mana. Yeah, I just didn't even think about, like, the Shambling Vent there. I was, like, focusing on... Because I was like, oh, man, this is going to take... this is going to... Okay, so this is going to take, like, mana to do this, and it doesn't. So we're going to do this... What? Okay, so then how does this work on Moto? Okay, so he gets Temur Battle Rage back. Chat delay, sad face. Yep. So he gets Temur Battle Rage back in his hand. And now I just process this. All right. So that worked like the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. And our opponent would be dead next turn if I would have attacked with a Shambling Vent. Because now they attack with Angler. We're going to take this. This must mean he drew a Death Shadow. Or a Snapcaster to push this. Drew another Angler. All right. So now I think we've officially thrown this game. Unless we draw a Flickerwisp. We didn't draw a Flickerwisp. All right. So now we'll pass. So now we just like animate Vent, block, 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 then hope. Put this in front of here, put this in front of here, put this in front of here. Then he probably rages. He might rage here. Yeah, I definitely threw this game just not like knowing exactly what's going on with this deck. I do gain 2 life. All right, well, that's something. I think at this point we need... I should have played my land because Eldrazi Displacer is like a really good out for me probably. I got nothing, man. Blocking here and going to 1. That's the line here. Well, that gives me another turn if my opponent doesn't have a removal spell. Yeah, let's put this guy in play. Block. We bounce this. I remember playing this in Battle for Zendikar Limited, and it was disgusting. All right, they got it. So I think I threw that game. I definitely feel like I had that game in the bag, and then it just kind of got away from me. So in this matchup, these seem like a slam dunk. This seems like okay. This seems pretty good. This seems pretty good. These seem like okay. These don't seem great. These Tidehollow Scullers are like, feel kind of meh. I'm not super sure. You want Crusader? Sure. Sure, keep talking to me. Keep talking to me, Nilla. Like, I think I definitely want these in my deck. I could see shaving on like a Tidehollow Sculler because it's pretty fragile and he's got Kolaghan's commands. So I can see getting rid of these. I kind of want to cut like an Aether Vial because it's like a resource-based matchup, and he's gonna be on the play, so he's gonna be able to Thought Seize me before it comes down. That's probably better than that. I'm inclined to go like this. Because I know a lot of Merfolk decks board out their vials when they're playing against Thoughtseize decks. I think this is what I'm going to do. I think Thalia's too good. What goes up must be boner. Nice name. KC2A is followed. Thank you very much. If you're still in the chat, I appreciate that. It has been much. There's been less of it. Look at that. We keep 2 in our deck. We draw 1. We're going to keep this hand. All I know is Thalia is great against their deck. Thalia is great against any deck that's just cantrip.deck. Play this. We should be able to do some cool stuff. I want to do cool stuff with Flickerwisp. I think Thalia is great in any matchup where they have 10 cantrips in their deck, right? Like, the fact that you can just play Thalia on turn 2 into their Fatal Push seems pretty great to me. Like I used to play Naya, like I used to play like Brian Kibler Naya deck, and I always boarded in. Whatever it was. I always boarded in Thalia in basically against every spell deck when I was on the play at least. So what they do? They went top. So I'm going to play Thalia here because I don't want them to be able to go play a Delve card next turn. Because like if they just go like whatever it is, they could easily go Thought Scour into Gurmag Angler here or something like that. That's just not what we're looking to do. They can still go fetch land at a Tasigur. But Tasigur is not as bad as Gurmag Angler. Okay, so he trades his turn. Yes, untapped land. That is like the untapped land. I guess we're just going to get Displacer down. Or should I just... So is Displacer like so good that I should have just played Shambling Vent? Thing is, he's going to have a hard time killing this Displacer. I really just want to get this Displacer into play. I should have. I think I messed this up, but I do now that I've played the lands like this. I do want to get Displacer into play, and I can just protect the Displacer with my vials now. Because now I just displace what he does, then I'll be able to protect it with Flickerwisp. Yeah, this looks like I'm going to untap with this Displacer. And if I untap with this Displacer, my opponent should be dead. Because I can go like Thalia, or I can protect it twice with Flickerwisps. So he's got a fetch land here. That's sad, but such is life. So now my opponent's dead. Or at least they feel dead. Okay, so now I'm definitely going to play this Thalia. Because it puts 2 lethal threats on the board. We have 4 lethal threats on the board next turn. And I think with this oh, I didn't tick this up. Gosh, I just misclicked it there. I thought I hit yes on it, but alright. We've got 3 lethal threats on the board, and my opponent's got 1, 2, 3, only 3 mana, so they can't actually deal with all of them. Unless they go Delve threat, whatever. Even if they put 3 threats into play, we can deal with 1. So they just don't have an out. We're still good. All right, we play bad. We don't get punished on this stream. That's how it goes. On the draw, I think I want more of these Tidehollow Scullers. I don't think I want any of these Aether Vials on the draw. Well, maybe Tidehollow Scullers even worse in the draw. Is this Gideon any good? Like if the game's gonna get like grindy, like do I go like out 1, in 1? I just don't love Vial in these kind of matchups. Like, can I go like this? Like, is this like stupid? I don't know. I'll run to the bathroom while I think about it. You like Gideon? All right. All right. We're just going max disruption, no air, because Vial's kind of air. Like if you top deck Vial, it's probably like you're probably just dead. All right. Keep this hand. I've got kind of like, I have kind of 4 cards that are pretty rough for our opponent, I think. I'll probably take Bob. Yeah. That's a good draw. Check out what he's got going on. I think I'm just going to take the threat. He's already got the swamp in his hand. So now I can start, like, now I'm going to get some serious value out of this Path Ghost Quarter plan. Like, I'm probably just going to start hitting him with the kitchen sink here when it comes to the Ghost Quarter plan. Just cut him off black. I guess I can't really cut him off black, but I can at least make things like a pretty rough for him. So we'll go in and I'll attack first. And then you just start, like, wrecking his lands, right, Nilla? That's what we do here. This feels like what I should be doing. Just let her rip. I think I'd rather cut him off black, or like make his black mana base worse than his red. He just got better black spells, and if he's only casting one, I'd rather him only cast one black spell a turn than one red spell a turn. You know. Beyblade that shit. Coming in hot with a Tidehollow Sculler action. if he K commands me, I'll discard this Caves. Then post combat, we'll play. I guess we're not really going to play Thalia. Target player discards a card, destroy target artifact. All right, we're going to get this Caves. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess he's got Staticaster and X. I guess I could have discarded Thalia. That might have been all right. Maybe that was a better play. I don't know. Because this like Staticaster is going to make Thalia pretty awkward. Now I've only got 2 lands. Yeah, I guess I probably should have just ditched this Thalia. Kept the land. So, like, I guess that I should have recalculated and then, like, taken him off red with the Staticaster here. But also, like, this path deals with the Staticaster. And I want to, like, if I draw another Ghost Quarter, he can't cast any more black spells besides his 1 Blood Crypt. We're going to jam in here. If his last card's stub, then, like, that's okay. His last card is stub. So that is all right. With his last card being Stubborn Denial, it's definitely going to make this Death Shadow a bit difficult to handle. So I kind of want to play this Thalia because his last card, I think he's got Stub and 2 others. If I play this Thalia, then he's going to have to tap out to remove it. And if he taps out to remove it, yeah, I made a mistake. I should have gotten rid of the red. I guess I should have gotten rid of the red with how this was looking here, but I started down the black path. I think I want to play Thalia because for him to deal with Thalia is probably going to give me a window to kill this Death Shadow. Unless he has, like, main phase, kill this, get another land. But I don't think he's got another blue source. Watery Grave. Yeah, he's out of blue sources, so I'm going to play Thalia. Yeah, so, like, I wanted to just get rid of his black mana. That's what I was just focusing on. Okay. So now he can go Fetch Shock. Is it Staticaster? And still, I guess he still can't have Stubborn Denial up. Oh, man, he's got Temur Battle Rage. Oh, he's got Temur Battle Rage. Oh, he's got Staticaster. I guess we're just going to go for it now. Like, I would assume this means this is stub. So now we need... That was a hell of a draw. Now we're in the driver's seat. Yeah, I definitely made a mistake, I think, when it came to that, what I was cutting off here. We're going to play out our lands. Because I can't cast past the eggs. I can't cast it. It costs him 2. He can't even cast Gurmag Angler or Tasker. I've literally cut him off. He needs to hit, like, Death Shadow, and that's it. We'll just like F6 in here. All right, now I think we go for this. And then we play Bob. I'd assume he's got a way to deal with Bob, but you know, Bob should be able to, like, it's a lethal threat, and we have shut off so much of his deck that I'm not sure. I don't really know how he wins by Death Shadow, so maybe I should have just like saved that push for a Death Shadow. Wow, that's got to be just the absolute. We've top decked twice, pretty nutty in this game. So now it's like Kozilek's Return is what he needs, or Pyroclasm. All right. I don't think we deserved to win that game, that match, but we did. We did. Results oriented. So I think I liked boarding out the vials. I think that was a good move. I'm going to grab an apple. I'll be right back. I'm a little hungry. Yeah, I like boarding out the vials, I think. Yeah, I definitely made some wrong judgment plays. Like, I should have discarded my Thalia, kept my Caves of Koilos. Oh, we gotta ship this. Keep this. Keep our land. Oh, we're playing a 5-color Death Shadow deck. Nice. We did. I want to get around to the Abzan deck there, Alex, PC1. Takes a Bob. Search for his Canta. I guess each one of these trades for everything. So I might as well take Go for the Throat so that if I ever get into a position where I just take a removal spell, like he's got to decay this. We found a lamb. Which kind of means he gets a pretty efficient turn. So start off by attacking. I definitely want to see if there's a way that I can maneuver this game to where this Bob lands, but I'm not sure I'm going to. Oh, you're right. You're right. I think we're just going to play this out. Give our opponent the thing to do. Yeah, that's another little interaction there. It's like This is why I struggle a little bit sometimes when playing Magic. Is like I'm a very intuitive player. Like I need to know and feel the game kind of. I struggle because I'm not a very detail-oriented person. When I look at something that's like brand new, that an interaction that I haven't seen, I'll just miss it completely. Get rid of this search. I could just smoke this Overgrown Tomb, but I assume he's got another green land, and then he'll just decay this, and I can't play my Bob. So Nilla, why don't these decks play Lingering Souls in their sideboard? All right, so he's going to get it anyways, so I should just play out this Bob now. Because he's going to just discard spell it if I don't find it. Yeah, it's definitely not. I was so excited to stream today. I came home and just like 100% just did it. Oh, so you just rather just completely ignore the graveyard, Nilla? That's legit. And here goes the mistake, you know, that I made in the beginning, just not like realizing. Don't spell snare me. Oh, I guess we're already resolved. Take Snapcaster Mage. We have a clock. We got ourselves a 2/2 beater. Yeah. And we're seeing that. So they drew that. I don't know why he played it. I guess my opponent knows my hand too. I guess I can just play this Caves. Joke's on them, I got another Caves. The little Sculler that could. This is a card I feel like gets worse in every single match. Yeah, I feel like this card gets worse in every single matchup after sideboard, right? Because like only against, I guess like against control decks, or not control decks, combo decks is probably fine. But your creature decks, so the mid-range decks are going to bring in more creature hate. Like, I mean, I might be crazy, but yeah, joke's on you, dude. All right, joke's on me. That's a big Tarmogoyf. Look at that. I'm going to be able to tax the hell out of him now. I've only played one match with this deck, and it's kind of fun. I mean, if he gets his Snapcaster back, then like I'm in deep trouble, which he did. Oh, because now he just decays this too. I guess we're just going to wait. I'll keep this in my hand. Well, I guess if I don't play it, then he has to do this on his main phase, Snap Inquisition. And I've showed him 2 lands. So maybe there's a chance that he like goes Snap Decay this. And then he can start attacking with the Tarmogoyf. I mean, he can attack with Tarmogoyf anyways, but this can attack through his Snapcaster. Like, maybe he'll be thinking, like, this is just a land. Because I've kept 2 lands in my hand. But it appears that maybe our opponent's seeing right through that. Okay, so I guess we got through that a little bit. Oh, yeah. Yep, that is how Moto works. Oh, you ripped a discard spell? Or is this a Tassiger? It's a Tassiger. Yep. Yep. Oh, you made your Goyf smaller. What an idiot. Nah, that's alright. It's not going to matter. I can't just displace the Snapcaster Mage, though. Like it's my job. So if I draw another land, so like I take 9. If I draw another land, I can attack with my Displacer, displace both his things, or my opponent can draw Snapcaster Mage. That was a good one. Yeah, I don't think we're coming back from that. Because we go to 9. We take 11, we go to 4, then even if we go block, the Snapcaster lethal. Yeah. Yeah, he's got it. Okay. So, these seem like slam dunks. These seem like slam dunks as well. Again, the Wasteland Stranglers don't seem great. Yeah, it did. The Stranglers don't seem great again. I probably can shave on Vials. Playing against the Fair deck. The Fair, like, Abrupt Decay, Maelstrom Pulse deck. Maybe go down to, like, 2 here. The pushes is probably what I want to do as well. But I have to figure out where I'm taking them from. I kind of want to shave a couple of these because I think my opponent's going to have Damnation after sideboard. And like playing Tidehollow Sculler against the Wrath deck doesn't necessarily feel super great. Right? Is there a rhyme to that reason? Give me a little more removal. Because I guess my opponent's not going to have Bob. They could have Grim Flare, but they have Tarmogoyf Snapcaster Mage. Maybe they've got Creeping Tar Pit. So they could have, like, they've got at least 8 targets. They could have, like, 14. So I guess push is fine. I just don't think the Tidehollow Scullers are super, like, if I hide, like, something important under them and then, like, they rip Damnation, that doesn't seem, like, really awesome. I think this is what we're going to do. So is this just the Storm card? Storm and Burn? All right, I guess that's good there. Yep, that makes sense. It's going to be hard to reliably get a Displacer going as well. Dude, I love this. We always board out 2 Aether Vials, and there's 1 in our starting hand. This is great. Storm, Burn, Control. So Do I bring it in this matchup? We can pass through this. So there's a tar pit. Whose idea was it to do the fatal pushes? It's good. Go team. You like it versus control. Wait, why didn't it do that? Oh, you gotta like go a second there. I could see it being like, it depends how many bad, like it might not be great, but if you're like trying to beat down, then maybe you could do it. But I definitely see it not being an all-star, but it's probably better than like Path to Exile or something like that, you know? Use Aether Vial ability, yes. All right, we got another Ghost Quarter. So I really want to save this Mirran Crusader to when I can like protect it from a damnation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because next turn, 1, 2, 3. Next turn, I think I'm just going to probably slam a Gideon. Because then I can Flickerwisp to protect it. Oh, man. This deck is sweet. Yeah, I mean, Grant's got a point. Like, I play a lot of Death Shadow, and I don't, you know, that doesn't mean everything that I say is super correct. But Nilla's probably got a decent idea. Like, it doesn't sound terrible against control, because you've probably got, like, what? You've got, like, 4 or... You probably have, like, 6 or 7 good outs against control, and I don't know how many cards you have to bring in. Pump fake. No. All right. He saw it. So our opponent's got Mana Leak, so maybe I don't want to play this Gideon. So I think I'm just going to attack. And then I have to think. It's like, do I want to play Gideon or do I want to play Thought-Knot Seer? Well, this deck doesn't necessarily rip their hand apart, right, Nilla? Like, you kind of do. But I would assume that the Tidehollow Scullers are worse after sideboard, right? So I don't know if I want to slam Gideon or if I want to play Thought-Knot Seer. I can Ghost Quarter myself. I can go like 1, 2, 3, Ghost Quarter, my Ghost Quarter, and then go get a Plains. So like maybe next turn, yeah, so maybe I get what you're saying. So maybe next turn I go like Violent Crusader, tick up, Violent Gideon, or Violent, no, if only. Vial in Thought-Knot Seer, play Gideon next turn. You know, that's because we don't want TK and Gideon's the better. So you play. So you play Thought-Knot. Yeah, I want to play Thought-Knot Seer next turn. Oh wait, hang on. So I'm gonna go like this. Put this Flickerwisp into play. Then if I take the land away, And I kind of want to take... Oh, wait, hang on. Go like this. Oh, this is unreal. So we just go like this, get 2 lands, time walking, right? Oh, that was sweet. That took me like a second there. But then when I saw that, I felt like the smartest person in the world. Now I don't even want to play any more of my spells. I just want to like hit my Flickerwisp all the turn. I really just want to now draw lands. I just want to draw lands, and I just want to continue like going to my end step and Flickerwisping my opponent's lands. Yeah. I think I would rather get Gideon. All right, let's get in here first. I guess Gideon's a little bit worse because of this Creeping Tar Pit. But still, my opponent's on a 2-turn clock. If my opponent's on a 2-turn clock, I'm just going to play Gideon, I think. Because, like, my opponent can rip Damnation. They could have 2 Damnations. Even if they have Damnation, if I go Shambling Vent and play Gideon, then my opponent's dead next turn even through that. So I think we're going to go white, 1. Oh, no, white, 1, 1. Sack this. Probably just blow up my Ghost Quarter. Yes. Get this guy into play. Play Gideon. Make a token. Play a Shambling Vent. Dude, this Flickerwisp Displacer is sweet. Wait, if I Flickerwisp the Azcanta, does it come back as the thing? God, I just want to Flickerwisp everything now. Alright, so my opponent's still dead. Right, so we go... Tick up the Gideon. Comes back as an enchantment. Okay, that's what I figured. This deck's sweet. Got a lot of sweet play to it. So I don't want to sideboard any differently. Play draw. Doesn't this card get even worse? I guess this card's like alright because he's got whatever that stupid thing is, the go for the throat. So we might get a scenario where we don't have our heads up our asses and we play Tidehollow Sculler and leave him with go for the throat. Yeah. I'm gonna grab some water, I'll be right back. His hand's not great, but I really don't want a mulligan against this deck. So you say Vial catches us. Yes, Vial does catch us back up. But I feel like if you draw 2 of them, then you're pretty much in trouble. Like it's a dead draw later in the game. I think I'm going to keep this hand. You know, I guess the Flickerwisp is much worse without. Yeah, I'm going to mulligan. Mulligan into a hand that's not good. I do think... If I keep this, I can play Thalia. going to keep this. Because any land gets us going here. I think this is better than a random 5 against the resource-based deck. Like, I'm not proud of this keep, to say the least. But did I bottom this? Put a Displacer on the bottom? Yeah. There's a big old Garmatoif that is going to smash my face in. Yep, you got it, man. I'm F6'd. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. Looks like I will discard. Probably a redundant Displacer. I want to keep Thought-Knot Seer because it's like I'm just that good of a card. Maybe I should have discarded Flickerwisp because I theoretically need. I should have discarded Flickerwisp because I need 2 lands to play this card. Only need 1 land to play this card because this land's really good. All right. All right, we made a mistake there. Was our opponent sitting on a Cryptic Command? What do you got? I guess I'll try to, like, push this to the end of his turn and then untap and play a Rest in Peace if it doesn't work. Or we can just wait here, let him opt. Let him opt here. Oh, yeah, you're right, Grant. You're right. So let him sit here. We'll get this Goyf here. I just always assume whenever my opponent that plays blue shocks for their 4th land, I feel like I'm getting Cryptic Commanded. But those are, I guess those days are of Modern's past. Oh, no, I was just like, oh. I showed that Snapcaster what's up. Oh, that was bad. I was like looking over at the what he did with his scry, and I pointed to the right and killed the Snapcaster. I have Rip for Goyf, but I mean, it would be nice if Tarmogoyf was dead. All right, so now I guess I just go like this because it's the same thing as killing the Tarmogoyf effectively, and then he can't get any cards back from this Tasigur. Yeah, I mean, it was still bad. Like, I was just like looking over at what he did with his opt. Golgari Charm. All right, I guess I'm going to upkeep, push this. Yeah, go the -1/-1, destroy, or just like regenerate your dudes. It's a combo. It's a combat-based deck. All right. Yeah, this is really good against like multiple Flickerwisps. I mean, we're going to go for it here. I guess I should technically draw step him. It gives him one more chance at a counterspell. So I guess it's better to resolve this than do anything. But he's probably, oh, wow, he didn't have it. Okay. Well, Tar Pit's big game. All right, let's just hope our opponent's blind. This deck is fun, Nilla. I'm glad you got me to give it a whirl. The other decks I can play is... Yeah, they got it. So, like, for now, I can play, like, sort of the budget modern decks, or I can play pretty much any standard deck, or I can play, like, probably Jund or Abzan, because I already have some of the pieces. I probably could play Slivers. You're going to have to send me an email or a Facebook message of the text file, and then we'll see if that one gets there. Our cabin's going to make it over $300 or 300 tickets, Grant. You know, I hate this deck. No, I don't. That sounds sweet. No, I like this deck. What do we got here? MTGO. I have to... Oh, we're going to put that on top. So I have to... Whatever I was going to say. Yeah, I have to... I only have $300, 300 tickets to take out at a time. Until I either get, like, more of a viewing... Oh, this has got to be good, right? We've got Leonin Arbiter in our deck. Right? This has got to be like an absolute bonkers matchup. And I can get away with playing Jund and Abzan that are more expensive because I own the Death Shadow cards. I'll need to get like some... I'll probably need to just get Liliana's, Bob's, and Blackleaf Cliffs, which I guess will probably add up. Probably have a better chance streaming Abzan. But, like, that deck's not that much fun to play. Right? We can't... This is, like, prime matchup, right? Like, we're gonna play an Eldrazi Displacer... And then we're going to draw step this dude. I can play Storm. Yep, Storm's in there. Blue-white's in there too. I looked it up on MTG Goldfish, and they said Storm was like right at 300 tickets. I'm sequencing this poorly. Doesn't really matter. I would be such a terrible blue-white pilot. I'll give it a try. I can play Jeskai. So I think, do I want to hit this right now so that he doesn't get a chance to use his Chromatic Sphere? That's probably worth it, because if I do this in his draw step, he gets to at least use Chromatic Sphere. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Dude, we got to strip mine. Next turn, we get the Tidehollow Sculler or something. Okay, so we got to waste. Jeskai just turns things around. What does a sideboard cost? Oh, man. Oh, man. This deck is great. I literally want to play this deck just because it beats Tron. That's literally all I want to do with my life. Pennies? Okay. This guy is definitely green-black Tron. Now we can even bounce our Arbiter if our opponent like tries to get cute. Wow, this is awesome. Okay, so against this deck, Stony Silence is a slam dunk. I gotta assume that Tidehollow Sculler is a slam dunk. These Wasteland Stranglers have been garbaggio in each one of our matchups tonight. Just saying. Do we need 4 paths? Is that like too many? It might be. We probably don't need all the Displacers. I could see a card like Gideon being better than Displacer just because, like, the first Displacer is good, but it's got really fast diminishing returns. I can see this Kambal card being not even that bad. Like, it's probably better than, like, I don't know. I don't think I want 4 paths. I think, like, the first path is going to be good, but then after that, it's not going to be good. This doesn't look too crazy, Noah. I think this is what I'm going to do. Yeah, we're doing it. So, yeah, guys. Yeah, but if I draw too many paths, you know, like, I just feel like that's a good way to lose, you know? But I want to draw, like, a mix. Keep this. This hand's going to be all right. We can play Thalia on 2, which is going to be good. I'll probably play Thalia before I play... I guess we're going to play... I guess I should lead on Concealed Courtyard because something might happen where I want to play... Like, if I draw a Tidehollow Sculler, I might want to play it. Gonti there at Uvamogs? Yeah. That's another deck I could play, Titan Shift, but, like, I've played Titan Shift before, and I don't think that anybody would watch it. I'm saying this right now when I've got 10 viewers, so, like, you know, things are, you know, we're not necessarily rags to riches over here. So I think I play Shambling Vent. No, I don't play Shambling Vent. Never mind, because this is only on 1. So, yes. I think I play Thalia first before I play Bob. And then I go like Thought-Knot Seer, Violin Bob. I actually think that Displacer is good against Death Shadow. And by, okay, and by Displacer, I mean Strangler. Yeah, dude, nice 2-mana Sphere. Yeah, it's been a while since I've drawn cards with Bob. And it definitely appears like it could happen. God, what are you going to do with this 1 mana? You're not going to do anything. Oh, man, my opponent's realizing it right now. There's, like, sadness on the stack. That's all right. I made a bunch of mistakes today anyway, so we're going to go up with this. My man. This guy right here was in both of my 2 decks that I've top-8'd SCG events with. Top-8'd SCG regional events with. Gideon was in both of them. That card has done me a solid. He was in, I won an IQ. Gideon was in there. I should have played more standard when Gideon was legal. You got bronchitis mixing up my words. That totally, you know, makes a lot of sense because it gets down to your hands and messes you all up. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got 2. We have 6, 8. So next turn we hit him for 8. He goes to 10. Next turn. So next turn. So if he draws, he can't play Ugin next turn, even if he draws the land. But if he can play Wormcoil, even if he draws the land. So the question is, he's probably going to play O-Stone next turn, then blow O-Stone. But can I kill him before he does that? So he goes 4. Yeah, I can't. So I got to take O-Stone. And we just got to hope that he doesn't peel here. He doesn't have this power play in his hand. No, yeah, this is already gone. All right. Opponent peeled. Sadness is on the stack. So here comes Wormcoil Engine. Man, that was savage. All right. Oh, we go here. Yes. I mean, we're just going to play Bob here to hopefully find another Thought-Knot Seer in order to hit this Ugin. Or like a Ghost Quarter and a Thought-Knot Seer here. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to put... No, I'd messed that up. I should have made it so... I do want to tick up... Now I don't want to tick up Vial because I want to be able to play Bob again. But I should have made it so that I could resolve Bob first and then see it, but I didn't stack it right. So there's another Bob. Yeah, see, now I wish that was up. But I guess Ugin doesn't really do a whole lot against Eldrazi Displacer. So I can probably just play this Displacer now. And even if he Ugins me next turn, so even if he Ugins, what's he going to do? He's going to Ugin me next turn. He's going to take out my Thalia and my Bob. And then I can displace this unless he bolts the Displacer. God, I wish I hadn't boarded out one of those paths. So there's Llanowar Waste. One, here comes Eugene. There's Ugin. He can uptick on the Displacer, yeah. But, like, there's not much we could do about that. Now he can't really attack with this, because if he attacks with this, then we can kill Ugin. Or I guess we can't kill Ugin after we bring in this guy. But if he's not going up, I guess it's better that we've got these Bobs in play. We're going to be able to draw a million cards. So it goes first in, last out. So we want to go like this first. And then we want to resolve all our Bob triggers first before we resolve this. All right, Flickerwisp. Flickerwisp. Yes, so we're going to go up with this. Then we draw. Eldrazi Temple is pretty good. So now I main phase Flickerwisp to get this out of the way. Send these at Ugin. So I main phase a Flickerwisp. Get this out of the way. Attack Ugin for 10. End a turn. Vial in this here. Or whenever he goes, I guess I have to do it end of turn because I don't want him to be able to block with it. That's going to put 3, 6, 10, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. An emblem makes it Yeah, we definitely upticked Vial. Yeah, main phase. We're gonna main phase Whisk on the Worm. I just want to know if I want to play the Bob too. So let's say we're gonna have to let him attack. So he's gonna go to 24. I need to do 24 damage to him. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 5, 8, 10, 20. The emblem, yeah. So that's what we're gonna do here. So we go here. Flickerwisp this. I don't even know if I have to play the other Bob, right? We have to send everything on Ugin because if he shoots us for 3, hits us for 9, then we could be in trouble. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me just do the power here. So we have 4, we have 10, 13. This will be 16. Emblem, no, yeah, 16. Emblem will be, so there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will only be 22, so I do have to play Bob. I do win next turn if, yeah, I just wanted to make sure, like, I don't die. Because I think I have to let this Worm Coil Engine hit me. Like, I've got 2 more Displacers in my deck and 2 more Flickerwisps. So what I'm most afraid of is this Worm Coil hitting me and then me dying to Bob. Alternatively, but I see I can't just block with Bob. Because if I block with Bob, then it's 2, 4, 6, 10, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And then I can't make Shambling Vents also. So I have to like let this go in and then 3 Bob flips. If they do 5 damage to me, I'm dead. I'll be right back. My wife just came home. Yeah, right. Oh, next Sunday. This one's one you know about. Okay.
I also found a credit card on the ground I picked up.
You found one? A random one?
Yeah.
What a good person. Okay. So now, I don't think I can... So my opponent's, they have a Ghost Quarter and 2 other cards. If I Flickerwisp to save this, yeah, I can't... This is just going to die. Maybe it's not enough. Karn. Okay. So now his last card's Ghost Quarter. So if I vial this in to get rid of this, then this Worm Coil Engine's going to hit me. Okay, sounds good. The problem is I want this guy to stay around. So if I Flickerwisp this, but I really don't want to lose my Thought-Knot Seer, because then I can't kill him on the next turn. I guess I'm not killing him on the next turn. Alright, so he draws a card. So he's got Ghost Quarter and X. One, two, three, four. Now he attacks. No longer works with TKS gone. You're talking about my line of play that where we made the Gideon emblem and we killed him? What did he draw? So he drew, man, he drew Brutality. Can't save this again. Okay. So there's no point blocking. So we just go here. No point blocking and do it. Yeah. Well, I was going to kill them through the lifelink, but I guess, yeah, that would have worked also, and I didn't even think about that. All right, so we want to put this in first, and then we want to do all our Bob triggers. Zero. 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 No, we'll leave it at 3. Oh, man. Okay, so now we have to attack Karn, play a Ghost Quarter him in his draw step, play Gideon. Hey, man, Bob didn't do any damage to us. What? Mistapped. Blocking and flickering. Oh, yep. You're right about that. I have a stop on his draw step. And then we'll hit the tower. Because we've already hit a tower. No, we haven't. No, you're right, Archmage. That was a mistake on my part. This deck provides, like, very interesting gameplay. Okay, so they just drew a power plant. So now we just chump with Gideon, or with the Knight. We can actually race this thing. We're doing more damage to it, but it's just like how much damage is this thing going to do to us? These Bobs going to do to us. Okay, that's 4. 1, 2. I probably should have blocked with a Bob. That was stupid. Yeah, I just wasn't thinking about that. Okay, so how do I do the most damage possible next turn? So I can emblem. Get in with Shambling Vent, which puts me to 5. Leave a Bob back, block this. And play Thought-Knot Seer. It's probably my best thing I can do. So let's go like this. Yeah, that was dumb. I should have just blocked. I was so glued on, like, I need to find a path. You want to leave 2 Bobs back to trade with it? I guess we can do that. Then we play like a tapped Godless Shrine or Concealed Courtyard. Man, this deck does promote some very interesting games. Then I'll play this Courtyard. Oh, I already played a land, all right. All right. Now my opponent's going to be able to start to hard cast all their fatties they're going to hit, though, which is going to make this more difficult. Zoned there. Like I said, we're playing a new deck, and I struggle at this stuff, so I deserve to lose this. Yeah, so he just punishes me like in the worst way possible. I just missed this interaction here. And he just like the one where the card that gets me the worst he got. Oh, that sucked. So now I need to draw a path. Let me find a path. So we drew a Thought-Knot Seer. Don't draw. Land. Come on, Bob. No. No, that was a mistake there, and it would have. I probably would have won this game if I hadn't done that. All right, whatever. I was being dumb when I decided to get rid of this. And that's part of my issue here is, like, there are the people that are really good at Magic that can just pick decks up and, like, shift format to format, and I am not one of those people. So, legendary creature. So, I guess we'll lead... Might as well just play this Godless Shrine. I don't think there's anything that I can play here that would want me to go. Like, I'd rather play Thalia than Eldrazi Displacer next turn. And I can't draw Eldrazi Temple and Thought-Knot Seer in the same turn. Okay. I'll help you out there, Grant. I'll go with it too. The punt is real. It is. Probably would have won that game. It's just like the literal stones. I got you. I'm going to wait on this. Though, if he let off with this, I guess he wanted a Thoughtseize on one. I really don't want to get this like collective brutality. We saw it in game 2. So I think I'm just going to like play this and then get him the next turn. And then we'll do this on our main phase where he can't, like, do anything to it. Like, he can't... I'm not going to wait till his draw step so that he can use this to hit it. You'd have played it? That's... I mean, if you wanted to play it, like, I wouldn't have... whatever I was going to say. How was I going to say it? I wouldn't blame you for doing that. Now I just want to play a 4/4. Yeah. And I was punished by my draw there, which probably could make it so like that was not a good play. So he's got Chromatic Sphere. So he's got Ancient Stirrings, Power Plant. I guess I just take this Fatal Push so he doesn't like Chromatic Sphere push my Thought-Knot Seer. That's our plan. Yep. Yep, I got there. There's the Power Plant. Chromatic Sphere. He's trying to cast his Ancient Stirrings. That's one of the hard parts. I guess now he's got Sylvan Scrying. Okay. So now I'm just going to Arbiter Tower on my main phase. It's right here. It's right here. It would have been great if we played it on 2. And that's just probably a mistake that I made, just not knowing. Like, I valued the Arbiter too much. And, like, like if I'd have had the Arbiter, like, I should have just, like, been familiar with this matchup and been like, okay, I know Tron fetches quite a bit. And, or they don't fetch, but they search. And it would have just been good to have it. So that's just my fault. Just not being familiar. So my opponent played this Ancient Stirrings. So I know 3 out of the 6 cards. That's the hard part about playing against Tron is like they just so consistently just sift through their deck that it's difficult sometimes to. I guess it's not difficult because you're not changing your game plan. My opponent's salty. I just want to be like, dude, you play Tron. You draw into all of your cards. Yeah, they say it's amazing how you've literally drawn into every one of these cards. I'm like, your whole deck's full of cantrips, right? I mean, don't you draw in everything too? O-Stone. All right. My opponent can't cast that O-Stone. I kind of want to Flickerwisp my own Thought-Knot Seer after I attack to take a card. Is that like too greedy? Because it gives him a chance to draw into Tron. So I give him another chance to draw into Tron, but I can take this O-Stone. So even if he draws in, like he's more likely to draw into Tron than draw another O-Stone. Like if I take this O-Stone and he hits Tron, I can beat him through this World Breaker. Yeah, he's dead now, but I just don't want him to go like, because what does he need? He actually needs to legitimately rip. Because how does he win? Ugin doesn't do it for him. This O-Stone's like the only way he wins. Or if he goes Tron and then he World Breakers. But if he Trons, he's just going to cast this. So like, how do we lose? We lose if he rips Tron. And we're better off him casting World Breaker than him casting Oblivion Stone. Right? And we've got him. We can beat Karn. I think I'm going to Flickerwisp him. Well, if he top decks Tron, he's going to get it. I guess we'll just wait. I guess you did say it is 3. That's more draws, but I'm just saying, like, does he need this O-Stone to beat me? Like, can I beat everything else? All right, draw a card. All right, we hit a path. All right, let's get into this. I do have to finish this league tonight so I can return the cards, which I don't really know how to do. Oh, yeah, the homeboy reaches. See, these are these cards. I have not played a lot, I've not played a lot of cognitive magic recently. I've just been playing, it's why I think I don't know, I've been in a funk lately where I think it's led to some just poor play of just, not being in it. It's like, things got reach, you know? All right, keep this hand. Edward 40 hands. This guy plays rock decks, so this should be a fun matchup. The nice thing about this Arbiter's path plan is it just makes the paths not as bad. You know, pathing in the beginning of the game really sucks. This makes it so it does not. Can't beat World Breaker. It has more than 3 toughness. All right, we're going to play this and pass. This is kind of nice the way that our draw lined up here, because I can play Displacer here and then play Arbiter plus Path one turn. We are going to get punished by Liliana, but I guess I don't ever play to this card. And I've had it like drawn it once or twice in this league where I wished I had sequenced my lands differently. Because like here comes Liliana, and if I had sequenced my lands differently, I could have played Tidehollow Sculler. Yeah, but it's also like really mopey to not play anything. At least we're gonna be able to get this Goyf off the battlefield at no cost, and then I can Flickerwisp his next play to get the Liliana. I guess I'm trading lands with my opponent because this is a symmetrical effect, right? Players can't search libraries, so this Ghost Quarter can hit like one of my lands, I guess. Maybe that was wrong to do then because it's going to cut me off of my next play. But I have a play no matter what land he hits, so I guess it doesn't really matter. So he's most likely to hit this land, I think. So I should discard this Displacer. I don't know, this is interesting. I'm probably going to have to call it a stream, a night after this match. You know, hang out with my wife before we crash. So this will probably be the last one of the night. Opponent's thinking. I'll be right back here. Excuse me? I'm just going to finish my match. So I think I'm going to ditch this Displacer because I'd be willing to bet that he's going to Ghost Quarter this Eldrazi Temple, which is going to make this Displacer not really great. He ditched a tracker. Huh. We did give them the Strip Mine. We get the plow upside. Okay, so then that's the land that gets us there. So maybe I should have ditched this. No, I should have ditched the Flickerwisp because then no matter what I had to play, he blows up this land. I get to play Tidehollow Sculler. He blows up this land, or one of the other lands. I get to play Eldrazi Displacer. Yeah. See, now the game's over. Yeah, that was just stupid. I just ditched the wrong thing. Should have been because of the lands he could blow up. I figured he would ditch I figured he'd hit the temple. Yeah, that's annoying. But it's my fault. Scavenging ooze. 7. Yeah, we're dead. Because he pumps this, makes this 10. So even like we have to chump with Bob, and then we have to chump the rest of the game. Yeah, that was just bad on our part. So again, we're gonna board like we do in the grindy matchups. I think we want rest. Well, I guess he's only got Tarmogoyf. It's not like I don't think he's playing like Traverse or Grimflare. So maybe we don't want that. Let's see what else we want. We want this. We want to cut some vials. Probably cut some Scullers. I can see cutting like a Strangler. I don't really know what else I want to take out if I want to put Rest in Peace in. I think Rest in Peace only hits Tarmogoyf, which doesn't really seem worth it. Like that doesn't seem good enough for me to do it. I bet I can shave a Flickerwisp if I'm shaving a Vial. So maybe I want to bring in one more of these. Yeah, we'll try this. I have no idea if this is right or not. It just feels like it makes sense, but I'm not coming from a really not coming from a really strong opinion about it. All right, so we'll keep this. We will put this on top. It's going to be hard to cast, but I'd be willing to, I think it's just going to be too good not to. So we'll lead off with this tapped. And then we'll probably play Thalia. He's probably going to discard spell me here, but if he doesn't, I'll play Thalia on 2, and then Arbiter, play Thalia with the Temple, and then figure it out from then. This is sweet. This is just like Thalia on the play. We're just going to get so far under our opponent. Okay, that's Bob. All right, so we're going to attack first. Opponent's going to draw cards with Bob, but we're going to go Thought-Knot Seer into Gideon, hopefully. It doesn't appear they've boarded away that they've got a bunch of mid-range cards. Or not, a bunch of discard spells. They've kept their deck low to the ground, or bigger. Gosh, I'm getting tired. So let's check it out. So this Kalidas is like really going to take over the game, I think, if they get the chance to do it. But then this Fatal Push is going to be bad also. This is interesting. I think it's either Kalidas or Push. Flaying Tendrils is going to kill Thalia, but it will also kill Scavenging Ooze. So I'm kind of tempted to just take this Fatal Push and then go Arbiter plus Ghost Quarter next turn to keep him off Kalidas. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do here. Instead of playing Gideon, just harass my opponent's mana base. They found. Okay, so there's Scoos. Then Overgrown Tomb tapped. So let's attack with both of these. If they want to trade here, this is fine. Then it's Arbiter, probably going to hit this Hissing Quagmire. All right. This kind of sets up his next Scavenging Ooze. Now I just want to play this. Yeah, now I think we're just going to play this Gideon. Oh, I can't do it because it costs 1 extra. God. Oh, I just see like we just missed it. This is the old new decker interaction here. Oh, that's going to cost me so bad because now he gets his Kalidas. And 1, 2. Oh, that's so bad. So he's got Flaying Tendrils, Scavenging Ooze. I guess I might as well get this into play now. Or I could double spell, but then he's going to get 2 for 1 out of the Flaying Tendrils. Yeah. Yeah, that was not good. I was just not knowing there what was going on. Like, not having played with Thalia in a while. I just didn't read the card. Made a mistake. This Gideon should be able to hold the fort down, catch me up a little bit. All right, Pulse. We got Quagmire, so he's got Flying Tendrils, Scavenging Ooze, and 2 others. I'll double block this in a second. Because now I can displace the zombie doing this. Or I can just, so I can go 1, 2, 1, 2. I guess I think I want to try to hit the Scavenging Ooze with this Wasteland Strangler. So I guess I'm going to go like this here. Get this into play and then hit the Quagmire. Just kind of harass him a little bit. And now if he like double spells, I should be able to Wasteland Strangler this. It takes me off a double Displacer. So he's got his own Ghost Quarter, so he'll probably hit this. Because now it's symmetrical effect. Fatal pushes the Displacer. Well, now we're at least going to be able to get the Scavenging Ooze off the battlefield. Then he Flaying Tendrils and kind of cleans everything up. Then we're kind of both at parity. Very interesting game. We get this Fatal Push back into play. And we hit for 2. It's unfortunate that our Gideon just got pulsed. Like I was, you know, after I made the mistake with the Thalia, I was really hoping that was going to ride me. I was going to be able to ride that to victory. But probably the best card for me at this point is like Gonti. He just got to Flaying Tendrils me. So I'm just going to block. He's going to Flaying Tendrils me anyways. And now, he might not now, but nope, okay. And I'll trade the Quagmire for the Arbiter if he wants to do that, because I'm going to have bigger creatures later. Yeah, that's what he wants to do. Okay. What are my big draws here? I need like a Bob would be a good draw. I guess Bob's still not even that great with these Flaying Tendrils. It's just looking for like Thought-Knot Seer, Gonti. Thought-Knot Seer and Gonti right now. Play the land out, pass. Playing draw go. We're both flooding out a little bit. But I guess we've traded, like I've traded 2 Ghost Quarters. We both have traded like lands for resources. That's just terrible. Like that thing's just gonna, that Bob's just gonna kill me. Because he's gonna draw a million cards with it. That'll be the nail in the coffin. Alright, so he finally found Thoughtseize, which could be worse. Both these cards, at least, are not very good at this time. My opponent attacks, I'm just going to let him, I'm going to block. So that at least if I trade this for this, then I guess I'll just displace this. He might have a, his turn's on his push, but I'm going to attack anyways, and he can do his push whenever he wants to with this Ghost Quarter. So, like, the Revolt doesn't matter. He gets a Revolt whenever he wants to. What? Oh, he cast Slaughter Pact on the Displacer. Okay. Yeah, this is not good. So, opponent's just drawing 2 cards a turn. He still draws and attacks his deck. I have liked it. I would like to continue to play this. I might stream in a couple more leagues with it. So he drew a Tireless Tracker. I was playing this card in Modern as soon as it came out. I put it in when I was playing Abzan, when I was playing Naya Company, this card was Knight of the Reliquary, was a combo. I'm a big fan of this. Okay. Gain drains. So I know my opponent's hand. Oh, they ditched the Thoughtseize. Okay. So I know 2 out of the 3 cards in my opponent's hand. We're drawing pretty slim now. Like, as soon as our opponent finds another major, I mean, the Tireless Tracker is just going to get out of control. Because as soon as he finds a land to pair with this, he can even just Ghost Quarter himself if he needs to. And he can Ghost Quarter himself and find a clue. Yeah, now he even activates. I'll trade here if he lets me, but he's not interested. That was one of my better draws. I guess I'll play it, make him use his Flaying Tendrils. At least the Flaying Tendrils now is it's gonna kill both Bobs, which leave the Gonti around, which hopefully the Gonti blocks this eventually. Another clue. This card is like, this card's a real problem. It's a real standard problem. Like, the fact that they gave this card to green is just not good. And you start letting other colors draw cards besides blue. This is how things get all messed up. At least that's my opinion. All right, I need like a path to exile on this bad boy. So 10 viewers, guys, I hope everyone had a fun time tonight. I'm probably going to be done here after this match, as I'm getting tired. We will fight to the bitter end, but I don't see it working out. There's another clue. Yeah, all right. Liliana's probably going to be game because he gets in here for 5 this turn, draws a card. He can bring back as many creatures as they want. Boy, he just got worked over in this matchup. This is Tarmogoyf to follow up. All right, we will concede. All right, so let's go back to here. All right, thank you everybody for showing up tonight. I had an awesome time, and I hope you guys had an awesome time. If you'd like to support the stream, please hit the follow button there. That's all you have to do. It doesn't cost anything. You guys can see my YouTube videos where my streams are always archived. And if you guys need anything for any Magic Online related things, go check out Card Hoarder, and they'll hook you up. So thank you very much, and I hope everyone has a good night. Bye.